Sorry, folks, we apologize about technical difficulties, as they do sometimes happen, but because of our passionate views of the wrestling business, we have overgone our time limit. So we're starting a part 2. If you don't know what we're talking about, please refer to the previous Controversy Corner post. With that said, my man Axel Draven is going to take front and center. Axel.
Yeah, like I was saying before the camera went numb, or went out, went black, we had the blackout.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties, the blackout, you know, the loss of power, whatever it may be. The powers to be cut us off, Vince McMahon. Anyhow, my theory is, you know, I can understand where he's coming from with the whole Extreme Reunion about ECW being a dead horse. But there's still people out here who want that style of wrestling. Not just the hardcore, going through tables, lighting tables on fire, beating people up with barbed wire. But that whole feeling of, you know, pro wrestling where it's still wrestling and it's inside of a small venue where, you know, when a wrestler gets a chop, you can feel the sweat smack you in the face. You know, where you and 10 of your friends can get together and spend $10 a piece to buy a wrestling ticket to go
It's not about gimmicks. It's about pure talent. And not to cut you off, but I always feel passionate about this. I do, because I love wrestling. It's not about the fucking shiny shirts that you wear. It's not about the merchandise you sell. It's about you and another man going out there and putting on a fucking hell of a spectacular athletic performance. That's what it's about. And ROH symbolizes that. And many other promotions symbolizes that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially to you fans, like especially you fans who have never really been to an indie show, and the only thing you've ever seen is WWE, TNA, whatever they put on TV. Get off your asses. Go ahead and minimize YouTube for a second. Let, you know, my voice soothe your earlobes and your eardrums, and start Googling the local wrestling companies in your area. Find out when they're throwing a show. And go and see pro wrestling for what it is. Not a bunch of drama, not a bunch of fucking storyline bullshit. Not, you know, he's sleeping with my wife and he fingered my butthole. It's straight up, as they say down in the South, wrestling. You know, go witness this great gift called wrestling. This thing that I went to fucking school for. Okay? The thing that ROH shows every fucking weekend. And we only get robbed for it. We only get an hour. And it's like 2 matches. But you know what? Hey, I'm happy with my 2 matches. I'd rather watch that hour than have to sit there and suffer and watch fucking 2 or 3 hours of fucking Monday Night Raw.
Or 2 hours of TNA and watch a bunch of soap opera drama about who's banging who and who's upset about who's banging who.
You know the only reason why I even watch TNA? I'm going to say it one more time. Austin fucking Aries.
Double fucking A.
Not the painted up weirdo, Jeff Hardy.
Not the fucking drug addict who got busted with over 200 pills in his residence, but yet gets rewarded with the TNA World Heavyweight Championship about a year later. No, we don't watch it for that. We watch it for guys like Austin Aries, like Axel just listed. We watch it for veterans. Chavo Guerrero. Veterans like Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Veterans like... Who else is there? Rob Van Dam.
Bully Ray.
Bully Ray. Devon.
Even these new guys that are coming in, that the old the guys that got shit canned from WWE because Vince didn't know what the fuck to do with them.
Luke Gallows.
D.H. Smith.
Mike Knox. Hello. Talent. Talent that was misused and abused up north because they didn't fit a certain mold. Because they didn't do a cute little dance for all the cuties. The cuties, whatever have you, because they didn't sell the merchandise like the almighty Cenatron does on a consistent basis.
Yeah, you know, it's like Rock said. You know, you ever smelled Cena's cologne? It does. It smells like fucking, like, Fruity Pebbles and fucking possum piss.
And it smells like No Talent 5 Moves of Doom will never put you over stench. Reeking stench.
You know, they gave Hogan a nickname back in WCW. They called him Hollywood Hogan. For now on, I'm going to call Cena Hollywood Cena. Because that's who he reminds me of now. He's Hollywood Cena. He's made a couple little movies. He sells
Shitty fucking movies at that.
Yes. 12 rounds, it shouldn't even lasted half a round. Definitely. Should have killed that movie right then and there. The Marine, a disgrace to the fucking U.S. military. There was other movies that, not even important. But, you're going to get on talking on these wrestlers. And someone with big egos. Chris Jericho, big ego. But you know what? One of the best fucking talents WWE had. And now he's out on the road with Fozzy. WWE could have brought him to Monday Night. You could have paid Vince and got the man an airplane. He could have got on the motherfucker. He could have flew to wherever Raw was at, Texas.
A showman of showmanship. A guy that will put asses in the seat because he's entertaining. Because, yes, he's like The Rock. He gets the people motivated. Hate him or love him, he puts people in the seats.
Chris Jericho is the modern day fucking Shawn Michaels.
HBK, the Heartbreak Kid. Why wasn't he there? 20th anniversary, 20 years ago.
Bret the Hitman Hart. Another guy I respect tremendously. Fuck, I got his logo tattooed on my chest. Okay, that shows you the type of fan that I am. I went that far. That's right. Clear across the fucking chest. I'm wearing a hoodie right now. It's cold as balls, so you're not going to see it tonight. Maybe on the next episode.
Dedicated fan.
That crappy match they gave CM Punk tonight. I don't even remember who he wrestled. It was, Brutus Clay. It was like the third match in the fucking card. He's the WWE champion. Vince, and like Punk said last fucking week,
he might as well have wrestled the Brooklyn fucking Brawler.
You could have took Brutus Clay and CM Punk and made it the fucking main event instead of The Rock sing-along, which was gay. We've seen The Rock sing along more times than Austin stand up on the fucking corners and drink beer. More times than Jeff Jarrett's fucking guitar shot. More times than Izzy Insane fucking up a move in a match.
More times than Michael fucking Draven dipping off down south because he couldn't handle the pressures of the wrestling business here in Maryland. So he packed his bag and went elsewhere.
WWE has made me sick. TNA has made me sick. The people that are running ROH right now, they're fucking up in so many ways. It's still a great wrestling product, but they're fucking up in so many ways. But I want to get back on the Hardy situation. Me and him have talked a lot of shit on Jeff Hardy, and the reason why I haven't brought up the other Hardy is because I actually have respect for Matt. Because Matt realized he did wrong, and he is taking his punishments. He's working for companies like Ring of Honor, for Extreme Reunion. He's out there busting his ass every day, keep putting fans in the seats. And why hasn't TNA or WWE offered him a comeback? I don't know. Do I believe they fucked up when they gave Jeff Hardy the world titles and the WWE titles? Yes. Matt Hardy is way better wrestler than Jeff will ever fucking be.
A TNA world title. Let's not forget to mention that looks like the fucking Divas title. It's the fucking Divas title, people. Look at it.
It is gay. It is gay. Like Jeff Hardy's
It's a slap in the face to professional wrestling fans across the world. You're unique. You're an enigma. Charismatic. Creatures of the night. We get that. That's your stick. We're not downing that.
Wait a minute, Creatures of the Night. He stole that from this guy. There's this guy. I remember. I remember watching him for like over 20 years at WrestleMania.
Doesn't he have like a streak that goes on for over 20 years where he consistently beats anyone that comes across his path?
Oh my God.
Who is that guy?
I wish I could remember. Michael Draven was obsessed with him.
Jeez. He wore a leather coat and a hat. And I think he had... No. Looked like Edge. But I think he had a guy with him that had an urn of some sort that maybe held a sort of special power. Oh, who was it?
The Undertaker.
The Dead Man. The 20-0 Dead Man.
There you go, TNA. You're making the wrestling fans look stupid. You got these little 6-year-old kids that are, tuned in every week because their parents are like, oh, let's watch TNA because it's on Thursday, it's the day before SmackDown. And then you got all these little kids going out here buying these little Jeff Hardy figures, putting their little Jeff Hardy
Let's put our Jeff Hardy armbands on and let's paint our face because Jeff Hardy is cool. Jeff Hardy is our role model. Jeff Hardy is who we believe in.
You want to believe in somebody? You want your kids to believe in somebody? Let them follow CM Punk. And Punk, we trust. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. Austin Aries, another great guy. Have your kids follow him. Yeah, he's a heel right now. But you know what? Three months ago, you people were cheering Austin Aries because you were on that ROH kick. You didn't know you were on the ROH kick, but you were because you were cheering him. You were cheering Daniel Bryan, and you were cheering CM Punk.
But, as typical wrestling fans, as you mindless drones are, you latch onto what's popular. And what's popular right now is the savior, the comeback story, Jeff Hardy. Let's latch on to him. Let's praise him for what he's done, for what he's accomplished, for what he's overcome. No.
It's like
I don't care what he's overcome.
Look at the fucking Rock, okay? He shows up once every couple fucking months, makes a little appearance, fucking raises a fucking eyebrow, and they're here.
Title match, Royal Rumble, for what?
Give it to fucking Dolph Ziggler. Give it to fucking Cody Rhodes. Hell, give it to Cody Rhodes' partner. I don't even remember his goddamn name. Give it to that guy.
Damian Sandow.
Yeah, him. Give it to him. Fuck. Give it to that.
Give it to Wade fucking Barrett.
Give it to the fat kid sitting in the fucking front row eating popcorn with a fucking John Cena shirt on. If you're gonna give it to anybody, why give it to The Rock? Jeff Hardy, The Rock, they're played out. They show up every now and then. We're the greatest, da-da-da-da-da. And they have all these little kids believing it. And then they have all these stupid sports entertainment fans. I'm not even going to call them wrestling fans. They're not even good enough to be called wrestling fans. They're sports entertainment fans.
Sports entertainment.
Because, they'll go to Hot Topic and they'll buy their Boots to Asses t-shirts this month, and then when The Rock disappears again and goes back to Hollywood to film Fast and the Furious 28,
and then a year later, pops up again. And then the chant starts again. Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. He puts out another shirt. Makes millions off of it. Why? Because that's what he does. Because he doesn't care about the wrestling fan. Because he cares about himself. He's not there every day. CM Punk and guys like him are. Love him, hate him. The man commands respect because of his abilities, because of what he does in the ring, because of what he does on the microphone. It's not a shtick or a gimmick. It's what the man does. Look him up.
That's what I have to give John Cena. I have to give John Cena that. He said it plain out during his little argument with The Rock. John Cena is there every fucking Monday. Every Monday.
Day in, day out. And we don't hate John Cena. You might think that we have disdain for the man. We don't. I don't. Do you have disdain for him? No. We have disdain for him because what WWE has made him.
I like the Prototype. Back when he was the Prototype.
I liked the Vanilla Ice wannabe. Yep. Original rhymes every week on SmackDown.
The Doctor of Thugonomics. The Reebok.
The word life. The chain lock. We liked it. It was original. Now, you can say what you want about us. You can say that we're just bitter marks crying about what we feel is right in the wrestling business and what we feel is just and what we think is acceptable as a whole. Think what you want. Have whatever opinion you may want to have. But the truth remains. Whereas others will sit back and be spoon-fed the same drivel repetitively, we say no more. We say we've had enough. We say we want more. Not feed me more, not feed me Goldberg 2.0. No, feed me talent. Feed me charisma. Feed me in-ring ability. And I'm not going to list off everything I just said. I'm not going to list off the wrestlers. Neither is my partner going to list off the talent that we've previously talked about. So, in closing, we stand here as not just fans. We stand here as not just spectators. We stand here as martyrs for a sport that we grew up loving. For a sport that we grew up with being infatuated with. And we stand by no longer, seeing it slowly die a slow, painful death. Week after week after week after week.
Let's get on Hall of Fame. Congratulate Mick Foley. Finally. Somebody from ECW.
King of Hardcore.
Finally goes in the Hall of Fame. ECW guy.
About time. They're running out of everybody else. They got to put somebody in.
What about Raven? Tommy Dreamer.
What about Raven? What about the innovator of violence?